When playing aggressive, you should try to keep a good distance between you and your enemy. You want to keep a distance where you can hook and jab, so don't go too far or too close. You want this kind of like medium in between far and close. So just in case if your enemy tries to blitz you and you're not able to fight back, you can get away. You want to keep pressure on your opponent, but don't be spamming hooks or jabs because that can leave you to get countered really hardly and punished. Try to block as many of your opponent's attacks as possible. You do not want to get hit while punching because when you're punching, you have a higher punishment chance in this game. With the updates that they added. So when you're punching a lot and your opponent hits you with a really hard hook, you can get knocked out like almost instantly. So make sure you're blocking those jabs and hooks your enemy throws at you when you're playing aggressive. When your opponent is off guard, maybe right after they try to attack you, because you're most vulnerable right after you attack. Try to do a combo right as they're open. As you can see, I am really doing the 1-2 onto the gut and then one on the head, which he does is really effective on this guy. It's better on bigger guys, that combo, because it's easier to hit their guts. But this really works. It doesn't work all the time. I'm not guaranteeing that this will work on every person you come across, but when it works really good. When you're knocking out your opponent, make sure you don't get too cocky, because when you get cocky, you're gonna start moving outside of your form. You're just gonna be punching randomly, like, oh, this guy's easy, and then you're gonna get punished very fast. Another thing, also, if you get rocked, do not panic. The worst thing you can do is panic. You want to keep a steady guard, protect your body, and try to move away. Also, you can counterattack because your opponent will be trying to swing, swing, swing. You have to be very careful when that happens. Another thing I found very useful when playing aggressive is counterattacking. It's very easy to, because your enemy is trying to sock you back as well because they don't want to get hit with all of their punches. So when they attack, you use this game's punishment system to block their attack and counterattack with like a really hard hook or a jab if they're far enough. You really, really need to do counterattacks because that works a lot. That's what I'm doing on this guy a lot, and it really helped me. Another piece of advice is to not attack one area too often. You should try to attack all over the body, like how I'm doing in this clip. Always make sure you're trying to get the downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, upstairs. Always change it up. Maybe sometimes focus on the upstairs for a bit and then hit them with a sudden like uppercut to the gut or something. Especially those unexpected liver shots can do a lot of damage. For this next clip, you can see how well this aggressive works. This aggressive type, well, the tips I've been saying, how it works really well on this guy in this clip. So I'm not going to speak as much, and you can see how the tricks and tips work out really well on this guy. This is also a very good example of keeping calm even when you get rocked. Because you can see there's parts of this video where I get rocked, but I stay calm and then I manage to knock him out or do a lot of damage to him even when I am rocked. In this clip, you can also see how this works really well on this guy because he's very cocky. He's leaving himself open a lot. This is why you never leave yourself open. If you can't defend, you're going to lose immediately. It doesn't matter how strong you are, because if you just keep hitting and hitting and hitting without any calculations on where you need to hit, when you need to hit, timing your hits, because timing your hits matters a lot in this game. You can't just throw random hooks. If you're just running at your enemy hooking or doing something stupid like that, you're going to get socked and then you're going to get comboed and knocked out. So you got to really keep calm, keep your hands calm, and like in this keeping your guard up, always keeping your guard up. Don't let anything pass your guard, because you can get socked and comboed very easily. As you can see what just happened in the clip, this worked a little bit too well because this guy, you can see he just kind of gave up. You can really hurt your opponent's mentality if you do this right, because sometimes on the right people it's just unbeatable and they can't do anything. They don't know how to defend. You're applying too much pressure on them, so they can't fight back, and they just give up. This guy, I feel bad for him. I was just trying to do this for this video, and I did not mean to make him, angry. I'm not trying to be toxic. I don't like being toxic. I like good fights, and I really like the fair fights in this game because it can be really fun. I really love boxing, so I kind of feel bad for this guy. Also, a little advice for this guy, if he's watching this video, you need to put your guard up, because leaving your body open like that to try to get a hook in is not working for you. As you can see here, I get rocked, but I'm keeping calm, I'm keeping steady, and I don't get knocked out. Because do not panic. You see how right after I got rocked, I kept my guard steady and strong so he cannot get past it.
Fight!
This part is a perfect example of a counterattack. I knock him out with one. This works really well because your opponent, most of the time, will get angry and they'll try to, get in, be a lot more aggressive. And with this counterattacking, blocking their hits while still applying pressure on them, and hitting back, it really works really well. And this is the perfect example on this guy. Right here is another great example of counterattacking and great defense when you're playing aggressive. Because if you keep a great defense, your opponent will try to hush, blitz you, and see how he's ducking down, trying to get a lot of body shots. I just keep headshot, and he gets knocked out very, very easily.
Get ready. Let's go.
This is also a great example of how to not defend. Do not defend like how this guy is doing. Never do this, because you can very well see what happens if you do. When you're blocking, you want to keep a steady, nice guard. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands close to you. Make sure they're blocking every punch your enemy throws at them. Don't just randomly make your arms go all the way out and just, throw your hands randomly. It does not work like that. Also, form matters a lot in this game. You always want to keep a clean, straight hook, especially when you're trying to do hooks. Do not do what this guy is doing and trying to extend your arm all the way out and slap it. It does not work like that. You need to keep a clean hook. You make sure your arm is straight when you're hooking, and when you're jabbing, it needs to be straight too. And it needs to be very clean and fast and hard. You can't do it weak either, because it won't do any damage. But yeah, this is all the advice I'd give for an aggressive player in this game, and please leave any kind of feedback you'd like on this video, and have a good day.